Welcome everybody. Welcome into our Christmas special. Welcome guys. My HD camera's still not working. It's trying to say that you need to pay for the professional StreamYards now before you get HD. That's terrible. So basically you have to pay double a month to get the HD version. Unbelievable, guys. Welcome in everybody. Anyway, we'll not let anything like that stop us tonight. We have got a Hecate's altar all lit up tonight in the background. Welcome PPR, welcome Evie Sass. Excuse me. Let's put the link in the chat and let's get you all up. Welcome Uncle Danny. I do hope you're feeling better. It was so good to see those words. I'm feeling a bit better. It was so good to see them. The link's in the chat, everybody that wants to come up. Let's celebrate some Christmas spirit. Welcome, Vala. Welcome, Vala, sis. We are having an open panel tonight, everybody. I'm allowed up to 12 people, including myself. So if anybody wants to grab the link, Uncle Danny's going to come up as well. I don't know if he's staying for the first stream, guys. He still isn't feeling he's not feeling 100% yet. But you are welcome, anybody at all, to grab those links and come up. William and Liam's watching upstairs. So you're welcome to come in, everybody. Even if you want to keep your camera off, Ev, it's up to yourselves. I'm just going to get some incense and things like Liam doesn't let the light when he's here, you see. Well, it doesn't bother. But they just all say, what's that smell? What's that smell? What's that? What's that? And it gets annoying. Yeah, I hope he feels better too. I love this one, guys. This is actually it's a lavender, but it's Lisa Parker. Immortal Flight. Uncle Daniel's here.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay. How's everybody doing?
Good, good. I didn't see any better words than I seen yesterday when you finally saying, I feel a little bit better. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
It's that snow, isn't it? The snow will be keeping me under the weather.
Got a lot of snow.
We just get rid of ours right enough. Ours is all away. But we've got ice cold rain.
Yeah. That's another thing,
That's okay, Eva. Don't worry about it, sis. I know what it's like. You probably forgot half of your shopping. That's what happens. But okay, that's no problem. She did come in last night, right enough, and she came up on screen with us. She was brave last night and came up. Yep. Yeah. So we've got some incense lip. Yeah, I was talking to Sherry on, I think it was Wednesday night, and I was telling her I was doing my Christmas special tonight. So she said she would pop in. So that'll be good. That'll be good to see sis again. Right, we'll put this up here.
Yeah, I'm doing better, everybody. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be 100%, but
yeah,
doing pretty good today.
Tomorrow. Well, that's it, isn't it? At least you're feeling better.
Yeah, doing much better.
That's the main thing. At least you're managing to actually get out of bed and things this time. That's not so bad. Yeah. But you've got Evie laughing. Welcome in, everybody. I do believe Dobby's getting ready as well. I don't know if she'll come up or not, but Dobby will be in chat soon, guys. So tonight I was meant to do my Christmas special last week. I don't even know what happened. I can't remember. But I wanted also to make sure that nobody forgets Mike. So 10 minutes before we go off screen tonight, I'm going to play some of Mike's videos. So everybody's welcome to stay for the last half hour, and I'm going to dedicate it to Mike. The same as next week when we're going into 2023. I want to make sure that Mike comes into 2023 with us next week. Hi, Sunshine, sis. So I'll
Hey,
bring him in
Sunshine.
with us next week as well when the bells are ringing. Did you see that Christine came up for a chat the other night on Ghost Squad?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Christine, she came up for a wee chat. It was really interesting. Her job's amazing. You're welcome to come up, Sunshine, if you want. Anybody's welcome to come up, guys. We just want to hang out, talk a bit about Christmas, anything you want. Tell me what your plans are. What's your plans for Christmas, Uncle Danny? What do you do?
Well, on Christmas Eve, we go over to Mum's and we give out socks, right? But the socks are all sock jokes, right? So, like one year I said, oh, I need to get a new girlfriend. But I can't figure out if I want a blonde, a brunette, or a redhead, right?
Right.
So in my Christmas sock, I got 3 Barbie dolls, a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead. And my mom said, take your pick.
Good one. There you go.
Oh,
Be
yeah,
careful what you wish for.
yeah. So that's the kind of night we have with everybody puts jokes.
Good.
Okay? And then Christmas Day, we'll be going, the whole family will get together over at Ma's. Well, no, first we go to Jim's,
Right.
my brother, and then Mark will be there too, my other brother. We'll go over there, and then from there we go over to Mom's, and then we go back home for 2 or 3 hours, and we go back for supper.
Brilliant. So it's a nice family day then.
Yeah.
Oh, and you'll get to see popcorn, will you not? You'll get to see
I'll get to see popcorn and Tiffy.
Brilliant. They'll be getting big though. The last time I seen you share a picture of him, I thought, oh my God, he's getting big.
Yeah.
I always still expect it maybe a wee baby.
Yeah, he's definitely getting bigger.
Yeah, he's getting big. Hi, Marco. What is
Hey,
Vala?
Marco.
Have you heard from... Oh, Mike died, Vala. Mike died in Halloween. He died Halloween night. So we did. We all miss him. That's why tonight I'm dedicating it to Mike. And I'll play some of his videos the last half hour or so and give you all a laugh, because there's one that Chris told me about where Mike's on a tractor and he says it's really funny, and I've not seen it either, so we'll watch that together and things about Mike. But it's just to play some tribute to him because he's an amazing guy, and he's much like Uncle Danny. That is the reason that Mike started his YouTube channel, was because through the years he had documented a lot of things, and he always planned on writing a book, but he knew that his time was short, so he decided to put it all out on his YouTube channel. And much like you, Uncle Danny, he knows a lot of what these entities and things are. He's done a lot of research, so he shares all that on his YouTube channel, and it's a lot of good information that people will get the benefit out of. So, yeah. Welcome, Panka. Welcome, everybody. Aye, so Christmas Day, we usually just get up, everybody opens their presents, a bit of breakfast and things, and then we usually go down to my mum's for the day. We come back up here about 8 o'clock at night. Depending on if the kids are with us or not, we usually play a game of Monopoly or something. But Liam's getting too big now. He doesn't really want to do anything like that.
Yeah.
What do you guys all do in Christmas? What do you do in Christmas, Eva? You were saying last night, the family's coming, that's right. A lot of people can't afford gifts this year. No, and everybody's just get the wedding passed with her daughter just get married, so everybody's got tight in money, so they're just having a big feast for Christmas.
That's it.
That would be good. Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you, Pan.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Grab the link, guys, if you want to come up and spend some time with me and Uncle Daniel. If you want to come up and have a chit-chat. The link's in the chat. With like, yeah, she's... Yes.
Hey, Christine.
Merry
Hey,
Christmas.
how are you?
Good.
Brilliant.
Merry
You came
Christmas.
back.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Are you working today or are you just finished?
No. Weekend off. So we're Saturday here. So I've got today and tomorrow off, and then I'm back Boxing Day.
All right. Oh, yeah, you got ears on?
I got my antlers on.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have? Yeah. Nice and Christmassy. Oh, yeah. We were just saying
December.
advance. What do you do Christmas Day?
Sorry?
What do you do Christmas Day?
I've got my mum coming over, and we're going to do a barbecue.
Ooh, nice. Our Dobie's having a barbecue. Dobie's in England. She's Scottish, but she's in England now. And she was saying that a couple of them are getting together in Christmas morning and go to the park, do a stand in the park thing. It's like a protest against the vaccines and things. So everybody that's in her wee group, they're all meeting up in the park and they're all having like a little barbecue in the morning. So I hope it stays dry for her.
Well,
It's going to be 34 degrees here. So
Christmas Eve, I've got to go down the chimney and rip off a few presents for myself and then bring them home.
yeah, you can do that. Bring some for me too. Bring snow here.
Yeah, instead of leaving the presents and go get them, eh? So,
Yeah.
but I was looking at Santa, my buddy Santa Claus there, and everybody's leaving him milk and cookies. So I'm going to leave him an insulin shot. So when he gets here,
Yeah.
because I don't want
I think you better.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave him an insulin shot, and a diabetic biscuit, because he gets too much candy.
No, we leave a can of Jim Beam.
Oh, there you go. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll leave him an
Evie's
insulin.
asking whereabouts you are.
I'm in Victoria, Australia.
I'm not sure what part of Australia Evie's in. Evie, what part of Australia are you from? I've never asked you that, I don't think. And Vala, where are you from? This channel. Vala, yeah, I found his channel because you mentioned him actually, and I've loved every moment of it. Yeah, Mike's good. Where are you? I don't know where she is in Australia. She'll probably put it in chat. Yeah, so we just go to my mum's and things, and then we come back up here and play games. But as I said, she's in the US, but Liam's getting too old to play games now, so
Yeah, Vala's in the
I'll
U.S.
just go live.
He's in Mornington, Pennsylvania.
Peninsula.
Pennsylvania.
We have a Mornington in Victoria.
Yeah, that's where Evie's from. That's where she is.
The Mornington Peninsula. Okay, so that's in Victoria. So I'm Heathcote. She's down the beach end. She's down the beach end here, Rosebud, Sorrento, Rye, where she's the seascape, I'm the treescape.
She says south of Melbourne.
Yeah,
south of Melbourne.
So I'm north of Melbourne.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm further.
If
you have a look at an Australian map, I'm towards New South Wales.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Right.
These are not really too far. Well, I bet you on.
I'm near Bendigo. She'll know where Bendigo is.
I bet you on a map. You want to come up, Evie? You can keep your car off if you want, sis. I know you need to go out, but you can come up for 10 minutes even. Christy, you want to come up, Christopher? Grab those links, guys. Come on. Don't be shy.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, December's busy for us. First is Blaine's birthday. He's on the 6th, and then Popcorn's birthday was on the 17th, I think. And then his dad's birthday's a couple of days after that. And then we got Christmas. Then my birthday's on the 28th. And then we got New Year's and my other brother's birthday. Hey, Abby!
Hi, Danny.
You look very pretty.
We're going to go to the Chukrook Market.
Where are you off to?
Yeah, Chukrook Market. Get some get some honey, and I went to all the shops and couldn't get any shortbread, so I'm going to go and see if the market's got any shortbread for Christmas Day and a couple of other things.
Chris is off to the train station to get his brother.
Still love right now.
Yeah. Is that window too bright?
Okay. Yeah. So
Heathcote's where my dog Luca came from.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we went and got her in the middle of COVID. So we had to get because Victoria was on lockdown during COVID, especially the peninsula. For some reason they think.
We were the same. We had that ring of steel where you needed all the permits to get past.
Crazy.
Donnybrook, yeah.
Yeah, so we got that, and we felt really like we were going off an adventure. But it's beautiful where you are.
Yeah, I actually work in Melbourne, though. I work near Greensborough.
Oh, wow. I don't know where that is.
Do you know the Hume Highway?
Yep.
Okay,
is it quite close together then?
No. I work 114 kilometres away from where I live.
No.
Oh, my God. I work 5 minutes. I can ride my bike.
I work right here. I will.
It's so good to see you, Danny. We've been missing you and worried about you.
Yeah, I'm doing better. So hopefully after Christmas I can get back to my workouts and stuff. But I'm just going to take it easy for a few more days because I'm finally starting to feel good. Yeah. So we'll get back at her sooner or later.
Don't stress yourself over it.
No, I don't stress.
Of course you will.
Yeah.
So which part of the Mornington Peninsula are you?
It used to be called West
Rosebud. It's more new here.
Yeah, it used to be called West Rosebud, but now it's Papal Sound, which is stupid.
Yeah, I know where West Rosebud is.
Yeah, I like it.
It's nice when it's hot.
It's a beautiful part of the country, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm
trying to think. My uncle Freddie's from Perth. It's the Perth he's from.
Aye. Apparently, it's nice over there. It's got like a dry heat over in Perth.
Yeah, it is very dry.
Right.
It is hot. Right.
Yeah, so it doesn't feel as hot, I think, or I don't know.
I've never cousin said she was aware she's a waiter.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to all our kids are adults, so they're all coming down and they've all got partners, and so we're going to have our Christmas dinner at tea time, and I'm going to cook it all and just have cold meat and salad.
Yep.
And just sit around eating and talking, which is what we love.
Well, both my kids are adults too. We're just going to do a barbecue.
Well, that's the best Christmases.
Yeah,
it's going to be 34 degrees up here, so
I'm devastated about that. It's going to be hot.
It'll be very humid down your end, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Because it's been raining so much.
Yeah, we were caught up in all the floods.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's no good. Oh, no. Yeah, it's either desert.
I see America's getting it pretty bad with floods.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a really bad with snow blizzards right now. Even Texas seemingly is getting it bad with the cold.
That's so alien to me. Like, Danny, last year you had a really bad weather with the snow. How is it this year? Is it as bad or?
Oh yeah.
I couldn't work that out. Like,
it's always bad where I am.
Yeah.
Probably January, February and March for sure. It'll be minus 40 to minus 55.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. In the summers we get about 80 degrees.
I'll tell you right now.
In the winter we can get as low as 55.
She actually comes to us. Sorry, Uncle Darren.
I think once it was
it's okay, when you go talk, I'll talk.
A couple years back, it was minus 67. So,
I can't even imagine it.
Is that in Fahrenheit, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what that is.
Minus 48 Celsius.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Because your pipes and things all freeze. That's crazy, I mean, we get it cold, but it's functionable.
I'm actually
there's no freezing things in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's usually a week or maybe 10 days out of the year where nobody goes outside. But for the most part,
yeah, too cold.
But it's not uncommon for minus 35 or whatever to go outside. As long as you put on proper clothes, you go outside.
Yeah, no.
Put on the right clothes.
Oh,
Mystical Love and Light.
We have.
Mystical was saying that they have to get a shower.
They have to what?
It's okay, just talk. She was saying that she was going for a shower. The blizzards were hitting, and she would have to empty all her pipes, and because they freeze over and things like that. So she basically empty her pipes so they don't freeze. I was thinking, wow.
Yeah, we've had our pipes freeze in
I didn't realise you'd have a carry on like all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heathcote gets like a black frost.
We get it cold,
yeah, we get black ice.
Well, we often get a warning on the radio or whatever. No bare skin outside for more than 15 seconds or you'll have frostbite, So, you can't have any bare skin.
Oh, wow.
Because you get frostbite. So.
Goodness sake.
Oh, I can't even fathom that. Yeah. Well, when I was
There's
18,
Vala saying I felt it at minus 30 or so.
Oh.
I always used to tell my little brother.
Jeez.
Well, I used to tell my little brother, don't pee outside. You'll be stuck till spring.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Drew too the other day, we can get up to 47 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. You get it hotter up there.
Yeah.
It's almost desert where you are, isn't it? Like
no, we've got a national forest behind us.
Different heat,
but it's that kind of heat.
There's a place I went through when I went and got Luca, and it had all these massive boulders on the way to Heathcote, and I thought, wow, that's in between Tubarak and Pyalong. Yeah, that was fascinating because you had these massive boulders that were as big as skyscrapers, and you've got these little sheep walking around. I don't think you could have cows in that country. You could only really have sheep because they could navigate through the rocks. But oh my God, they were massive.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Bella, I'm in North Ontario. I'm above the Great Lakes.
I loved it when you went out investigating, Danny, out in the we call it bush, but you call it forest, I think. That was quite good.
Yeah, we got some areas we call bush because the trees are only so tall, and then we got the forest with big pines and all that stuff. So yeah, it just depends. A lot of times where you are, like if we go to the homestead, that's the forest. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It's huge. But you go like around this area here, a lot of it is, we just call it bush. But yeah, it's all It's just another name for the same thing anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to see what my big cousin, she's in Hobbiton or something. She's in holiday at Hobbiton. Is that New Zealand or is it Australia? It's a place that's got hundreds of oranges and things. There it's there. Hobbiton or something it's called.
Right. It's Hopeton.
Don't know where it is. It's definitely Australia though. Hobbiton.
Hopeton.
Oh, is it New Zealand?
Not Victoria.
Right. I knew she was. She comes from Australia, right?
Hey, Doris.
She was at a Maricopa waterfall or something. She was at. Let's see it. Looks beautiful. It looks like paradise.
Yeah.
For a waterfall. Is that not gorgeous?
Yes, that looks beautiful.
You can tell it's New Zealand or because of the sun. I'll show you again. There's caves as well. There's loads of caves. See it? Big caves and things where you walk down round. That's like a big path.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It looks beautiful, honestly, but it's definitely New Zealand or Australia. Mangapu Natural Bridging. Piri.
New Zealand, I'd say.
Yeah, I think it's New Zealand. So, yeah. Looks beautiful though.
Yeah. That sounds like it's New Zealand.
I've got to say as well. Yeah, it's lovely. Doris, hiya, sis. Doris is in the Great Lakes. That'll be beautiful. Beautiful. I'm in the Great Lakes. Good evening. Good evening to you too. Minus, my. Don't know if she means for her or Vala.
Oh.
Do we put it up? Hey Vala, all over wild chills minus 60. My goodness, how are you all surviving? That's crazy. I thought Scotland was bad. It's cold here, but it's no. It's cold rain. It's like a cold, icy rain. But it's we get that all the time. It's not anything different. A little bit colder, but not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much colder. We're used to it. All we do is stay in until the sun shines again. Yeah. So, God, in fact, what I'll do is I'll find them. We'll play this wee tractor video. Let me find the tractor video, and it maybe cheer us all up and we'll remember we might. I just think it's a shame. You know he would be here, you know what I mean, if he wasn't obvious. Yeah.
Had you watched that video? Have you watched that video that Chris sent me? The one of that man passing away?
Oh, no yet. I meant to watch that.
Oh, you've got to watch it. It's
not
fascinating.
Yet.
So it's not too bad all right now. I'm looking at the weather in town here at the minute. It's only minus 18 Celsius. Feels like minus 23.
I'd still have that over summer.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's not too cold right now.
Oh, I don't know.
That's cool.
It's alien to me having snow, like having to, like if you want to go to your letterbox, you got to get the shovel out and, like, you know, get rid of the snow off the path so you can go to your letterbox. It's strange. Otherwise, you'll sink down in it.
It'll take 2 to 3 hours to shovel the driveway.
Crazy, isn't it? See, that's what deserve my heat. That's crazy.
Like, does your local supermarket, Danny, have home delivery? That's what I'd be getting, I tell you. I'd hibernate.
Yeah, you can get local delivery. But
right, that's maybe best.
I'd be
let me find
staying inside where the heater is and just getting home delivery.
I don't have any. I don't have any reason to go outside, so I'm not.
Quite right,
You've
Uncle
got the
Danny. Don't
ideal
go out.
job.
You don't need it.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to stay inside where it's warm.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm like when it gets too hot too. Like you see people going down the beach and it's like 40 plus degrees and you think, oh, it's just stupid. Like it's too hot for the beach. You get too sunburned.
Yeah, it gets too hot, I don't go outside. It gets too cold, I don't go outside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got to be a happy medium.
They cancelled DoorDash.
Let me find the bit when this mic's on his. No, let me play it or not. Does videos while I'm.
Well, I might go do that. Might help.
I think StreamYard has changed so much.
Yeah. It's wonderful seeing everyone. Danny, it's nice great to see you up and about. It's lovely to meet you too, Christine. And I'm going to have a wonderful day tomorrow and 2 days from now for everyone else.
Yes, have a Merry Christmas too.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
You too, sis, okay? Yeah, have a good day. And you'll probably are not busy either Saturday or Sunday. Bye, sis. Maybe. We'll see him on this crazy tractor. Chris says that he's quite funny. I've not seen this video. Didn't watch it. I was too upset. I was as well.
What are we doing?
I hope it lets me play it. Take away all the power from my stream. It's not going to let me play. I'll share the link button. You can watch it later on, or I'll try later. What's Doris saying? They cancelled DoorDash for the day. Oh wow, it must be the weather must be bad then, Doris, if they're cancelling DoorDash.
Yeah,
over here it's called Just Eat.
Yeah, a lot of different delivery guys are not coming today.
Yeah. It's called Just Eat over here. I don't know if they have DoorDash or not, but it's called it's called Just Eat, and it's an app you get in your phone, and you just order what you want, and then they go to the different chip shops and things. Hey, move! Don't start annoying me. I remember that one. His family. What's she saying? Show. It's so slow stream yet. They started the webinars. I remember that one. His family wanted him to stay inside, so he escaped and made off into the woods with the tractor. That's right. As says. Chris, do you want to tell everybody about what you do a job? Everybody that didn't make the stream the other night.
I work in aged care. So I work in an aged care facility.
Yeah. She was showing us, she was telling us all about the different things that happen. It's quite amazing. I don't know why this will only go off my screen. It keeps coming back up. Now. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we were asking Chris basically. I was talking to Brianna yesterday and I'm saying, you're Christine's niece, no, you're her sister, no, you're her daughter. And she's like, I'm her daughter. That's my memory. But we could get up and tell us a bit about every of the different stages I've seen. Is there anything that stands out in your mind you want to share?
Oh, look, there's so much that happens all the time. It's always a busy job. And especially around Christmas time through COVID.
The rewarding.
Sorry?
Do you find it a rewarding job? Do you go home and find that you feel happy, or do you go home feeling frustrated because you can't help?
It depends which area I work in. My favourite is high care. So they're the people that need you a lot more. And we've lost a few people this week, so you think about their families at this time. It's very hard for them. But I bet it is. My favourite part of the job is the palliative care.
Yeah.
So when people are passing, looking after them, and when they pass away, doing their aftercare and preparing them ready for the funeral directors and that to pick up things like that. That's the best part of the job, is looking after the people that can't look after themselves. But also meeting their family too, hearing their life stories, knowing the person.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people say that it's okay. A lot of it, when you're in your last minutes, you go back to like childlike. Do you find that's true? Do you find that people go like kind of like?
It depends, because like we've had some people that have been actively palliative and then come back, and they come off palliative care and they're fine again. So it's really different.
Right. Just depends on every situation, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And it depends too, because if people are on morphine, they tend to lose consciousness as well. When they start getting on palliative care drugs, they tend to become unconscious and they pass a lot more peacefully, which is what we always want for our people. We want them to have a pain-free, peaceful passing. But if they're not on any medications, we've had someone that can pass very quickly. Like they had their breakfast and then someone went in to check on them a couple of hours later and they'd passed away. So you can have very, very different types of passing. And it just depends on the person, their comorbidities, and yeah.
Have you had anybody say they've seen angels or anything? Have you had like people say that they've seen an angel or anything like that?
No, we haven't had any people say that. But as I said on Chris's show, when my mum had a major stroke and she went non-responsive and we got her back, she saw her mother who had passed away the previous year. Because she said, I want to go home. My mum's waiting for me. So to me, that proves that our loved ones are there waiting for us when we're going to pass over.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, somebody that sees death every day, you know anybody else, just how much that connection must be there. Because when you see people live, like say when people are not well and they're upset, they go to the hospital. But I bet you once they're resolved themselves to the fact that they know they're going to pass soon, is there a calmness comes over them, you know? Like when you go to the hospital and you know you're not well and you don't know if you're going to live or die, do you feel that when people do know, right, okay, I'm going to die, do you feel there's a peacefulness comes over them and they don't feel so worried?
I don't know if it's a peacefulness or more acceptance. I didn't mention this on Chris's show. I actually had my uncle and aunt admitted to my facility, and I looked after my uncle and aunt until they passed away as well. My uncle actually got taken to hospital. No, it was fantastic actually, because my uncle was very much like my father. So when my uncle came in, it was like I had my dad back. So he was that sarcastic person.
If you want to come on.
Oh, hi, Bree.
Hi.
Yeah, I was asking if she wants to come up. I don't know how much time she's got.
She's in the room.
Come and join us. Come on, join your mammy. Oh, is she? Join us, Brianna, and join us. Come and say hello to Uncle Daniel. Yeah, it must be a really rewarding profession.
Look, it is. But it has its challenges. Like yesterday, I had a very challenging day. We had staff not show up. So I was doing a lot of people on my own initially.
Right.
Sorry, my home phone was ringing.
Brianna, that's okay. Brianna's joining us in a minute.
So yeah, it was hard looking after my uncle and aunt. More so when we lost them. Because my uncle, it felt like I lost my dad again. But I loved it. I walked in there, and when I was giving him his medications, he'd tell me to piss off. So I had that humour.
That's my uncle.
Yeah, but it was good because my dad had that humour too. So it was that banter we had. And I had that with a couple of residents. I have really good relationships with a lot of my residents. Like one of my residents was on the phone to her daughter, and she's sitting there giving me heck. And her daughter goes, I don't know why they put up with you, but that's just the banter that we have. And that specific resident was good friends with my uncle. So, and it's a lot like these residents, the other residents are their family now. So that when someone passes away, they feel it as well. So we've got to support them through it as well. And Christmas time is really hard because
my dad.
Yeah, go, Drew.
It's okay, Christine. Just talk. It's okay.
Yeah. At Christmas time, we have a lot of residents whose family will take them out or family will come in. But then we have some people that don't have family at all. So we've got three separate wings. So in Curry Wing, which is our more higher needs at the moment, we go as staff. We choose residents and we buy Christmas presents for each resident so that if they don't have family, they do have something under the Christmas tree. And that's just something we do.
Right, that's
and
nice.
It's our choice and it's voluntary. But it means that
that's a nice thing to do.
It means that everybody will get a Christmas present.
I used to do that. Off the link if you want, Lunar Sass. It's in the chat when I put it back in. You want to come up? Come on up. Let's have a wee party. Yeah, it must be a really, really... It's one of these things that I think every case is different and everything is just like case by case and person by person. Because my dad, his very last cousin is alive. He's one of his best friends. All of his best friends are died now. And he's one of his best friends. His very last best friend died last week. And he's like, do you know I've only got one cousin left? No friends and one cousin. He would nearly have me crying. I was like, don't say that, Dad. You've got plenty of people around you.
But that's how he feels. And that's what we've got to listen to people and see how they're feeling. They've got a lot of people around them, but they may feel that that's all they've got because that's their last bit of family. That's like
my dad's trying like to that find right now. He's actually quite depressed about it.
Yeah, like my grandfather that lived in Greenock. I don't know any of that side of the family because he passed away when my mum was a teenager. So I never met him, and we don't know any of our family that's in Scotland. So I'm trying to trace that side of my family.
Do some research. Have you got any family left over here that you know of?
Well, my mum never knew anyone because he came over on a boat. He came over on a boat and married my grandmother, and none of his family came. And Mum never met any of his family because it was through the Great Depression here. And he passed away in a car accident. So she never met any of his other family other than he came over with an aunt or a sister. And that was it. All I know is his name was Dougal Leon Spence, and he was born in Greenock. That's all I know.
See, there probably will be a lot of people with that name. We can definitely go look for you, Chris. Greenock is not that far from us. It's just at the border. So we can definitely go and have a look for you and go around the cemeteries things and see if we can find a grave for you. That'd be interesting.
Well, he's buried here. He's buried in Australia.
We've got family members.
So I'm gonna try and talk to my uncle who was gonna have a look and see what he could find and see if he found anyone over there. But yeah, we don't know anything about his family at the moment.
Right. Is it just a name and a place? That's it. That'll be good. But I want to do that for loads of people. There's loads of people say to me all the time that they've got ancestors here, there, and everywhere in Scotland. Okay, and me and Chris will go. I don't mind. Like, we'll just come to say Merry Christmas to Uncle Danny and everybody.
Hey, lad, how you going?
Yeah.
Sit down, take a pew.
Yeah, darling.
Hey, how you doing, lad? Still kicking, just not as high. That's it.
Well, I guess Sparkle would need to follow you down. Yeah, we're just getting ready for Christmas. We're actually having to cut out the dining room because he's got a big multi-gym just to be built. That'll be fun. Not.
Yeah.
Saying that. That'll be fun. Try that. Was it built already? Oh, good.
I gotta see who's somebody's creeping around up there. I gotta go check. I'll be right back.
Uncle Danny, there, Brina, coming now.
Hi.
Okay, so. Oh, you look like your mommy. Wow.
Hi, Bri.
Welcome, Brianna. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to put a face to the names. So it is. Oh, you do look like your mommy, honestly. You look alike.
We do hear that quite a bit.
So, yeah, I bet you do. You don't even look hardly any years apart. You look like sisters.
We also get that a lot.
We get that a lot.
You definitely look like sisters. That's brilliant. I love seeing you together. You want to tell us a bit about what you do then?
What I do? Sorry.
You want to tell them? Yeah.
As in for work?
Please.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm a forensic scientist. I work in a lab. I deal with things that have been taken from crime scenes, and I look for different biological evidence on it.
That's an interesting job, though. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
How did you fall into that, or did you know it was something you always wanted to do?
No, she always wanted to do it.
Yeah, I did a subject in high school that was forensic science. It kind of just introduced me to some of the general topics, and I was just fascinated after that. So, yeah, it was something that I was pretty determined to do after that.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi. So somebody got these kids to go over to the house to clean a driveway, yeah? So the people, they clean that person's driveway, and they say, well, if you want a contract to clean our driveway, you have to go and do old Danny's down the street. So somebody up the street, somebody up the street is paying the kids to do my deck for me in my driveway. So
that sounds like a pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal. It don't cost me nothing. Free, you say? Oh, bloody geez, that's good. Free, you say? Yeah. So yeah. So they got a contract doing a couple of the.
Don't they look alike, Uncle Daniel?
What's that? What? What'd she say?
I'm saying, don't they look alike? And our mum, don't they look alike, Fran and Christine?
And I'm gonna say no. They don't look alike.
They look so alike.
No, they don't look alike. Because
you're the first person to say it.
No, because I know a lot of people that look like their parents, and when you say, "Gee, you look like your mom," or "Gee, you look like your dad," they go, "Oh, thank you," So I'm gonna say no. You don't look anything alike.
We do get it a lot, but
Christine doesn't look old or anything. She looks really young.
I was quite young when I had Brianna.
No.
I was saying my daughter.
I wasn't born yesterday.
She's a forensic scientist.
Say, I wasn't born yesterday. I know when a woman asks you a question like that, their best answer is to shut the hell up.
You think it's a bit of a loaded question there, Danny?
It's pretty much loaded. No matter what I say, I'm going to be up shit creek, right? So I'll just say no and be done with it. That's it.
It sounds like you've had a lot of experience with those questions.
I have. There's nothing you can do to me. I've been married twice. So I learned when that's like one time. One of my exes asked me that, and I wasn't very smart.
Welcome, man. Hiya.
Back then, I wasn't too smart. She said to me, "Do these pants
Brother
make
man, come up if you want."
Honestly. She says, "I want an honest answer." I says, "To what, dear?" She says, "Do these pants make my ass look big?" So I gave her an honest answer. I says, "It's got nothing to do with the pants, to why your ass looks big." And apparently that was the wrong answer.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. So when a woman says to me, I want to answer, I just say no, because that doesn't work out. So, yeah.
I make it easier.
Be safe.
I just turn around and I say, I know my bum looks big in this, but that's fine.
See?
I make it easier.
I don't say nothing.
Big bums are in.
Tell me the truth, she said. Tell me the truth.
Big butts are in. So
he said, "Tell me the truth." I said, "Are you sure you want the truth?" "Yes, I want the truth. Don't tell me if it's not true." I said, "Okay, what?" These pants make my ass look big. And I said, "No, it's got nothing to do with the pants. You've got a big ass." And that was the wrong thing to say, apparently. I just.
Did you get put in the doghouse after that, Danny?
Pretty much. She said, "That's it. You're sleeping on the couch." And I start laughing. And she said, "Why are you laughing?" I says, "Well, don't you realize when a guy has to sleep on the couch, it's kind of like camping. We don't mind. We can watch TV, So, and again, that was the wrong answer. Yeah.
Got one.
Well, I said, "That's it."
That's okay. That's okay, Missy. What about it, Meg? It's okay.
Yeah, so I learned not to answer some questions.
Come on.
Oh, that would make a great murder mystery. It would too if I would have been staying there too much. Well, that's like I was telling a friend of mine. They were talking about, have you ever had any real evil experiences in your own house, eh? And so I said, well, yeah. I said, a few years back, every time I go to sleep, you know, I will feel this presence in my room. And I get the cold chills. And, I get the shiver down your back and the hair on your neck stands up. So it's like, like this. And this will go on and on. And then every once in a while, there'll be something standing there glaring at me, get this evil face, this evil look on the face, and you could just imagine red eyes and fire coming. Anyway, so all this was going on. But then after the divorce, everything was fine. It never happened after the divorce.
Interesting.
Yeah, so...
We'll just go with it was attached.
What's that?
We'll just go with it was attached to her then.
Yeah, I think it was her, baby.
I was trying to avoid saying that.
Yeah, because once she left, I didn't have no more problems.
Trying to be polite.
Yeah, I had no more problems. When she left there, I took
Meg,
some
I know.
measures.
It was a good. His wife's going. Well, his ex-wife's going chat.
See, yeah, I took preventive measures too. After that, one thing I did right away when she left was I welded the toilet seat up. So I welded the toilet, so the toilet seat was stuck up like this. And people say, well, what if you gotta go for number 2? I said, well, I'll go out in the yard so long as the toilet seat stays up, I'll be all right. So I did that, but then I connected it to my front door so that if the toilet seat did come down, the front door will open. So
Easy access out.
There you go. That's not true.
It's a good job we don't know your ex-wife when she's not in chat.
Yeah, it's not true, but it was good. So it didn't cost nothing for that story. That was fun.
So what are you doing for Christmas, Danny?
Well, we're going over Christmas Eve. We're going over to the family's getting together. We're giving sock gifts to each other. They're basically jokes, to each other. Joke gifts. And then Saturday morning, we'll be going to one brother's place to do gifts over there. Then we'll go to mother's, do some gifts there. Then we take 3-hour break, which means I'm coming home for a nap. And then we're going to go back and have supper.
That's it.
Yeah, so I'm going to come at noontime. I'll come back home.
That's a good day, though. That's what it's all about. It's spending it with family.
Well, yeah, we all like to get together. The ones that are here, we like to get together and enjoy.
Maybe you'll go.
I have to wait. Did she cut out?
Oh, I thought it was just me that saw that.
No,
That's what it's
you cut.
time with family and
You cut out.
things you don't see.
What?
You cut out then, Drew.
Repeat, please.
It's all about spending time with family, especially the ones you don't see, isn't it? That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's
Christmas.
that's what we like.
I think it's a bad perception, guys.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, we just like to spend time together and visit, and because it's just I don't know, it's fun to hang out with each other and catch up on stuff. So
Absolutely.
What about you, Drew? What are you doing?
Who's got the bells?
My cat's playing with a bell hat.
Can you?
Yeah, it's in my room.
I was like, Santa's coming.
here comes Santa Claus.
My cat was playing with a hat that's got bells on it.
Is it Billy?
It was, yes.
That's okay. Yeah, we get up in the morning. We usually have a breakfast, open our presents while we're eating, and then go to my mum's and dad's and do dinner. and then you go and play Monopoly or something. But Liam's getting that old that he doesn't want to play games and things at night. So I'll be TV, but I'll probably go live. I'll spend
You're
it
never
with
too
you
old
guys.
to play games.
Never too old.
He likes Monopoly, but he only likes to win. So you've got to kind of watch what you're doing going through the game of Monopoly.
I'm waiting for this. Go, Rhiannon. Go on.
What?
The game gets put
I'm
to
say
me.
I actually collect Monopolies.
Oh.
Do
collect
you? Wow,
Yeah.
good. It's interesting. There's loads of new ones.
Yeah, I've got some very rare ones.
I don't collect. Well, yeah, I guess I collect wolves and stuff.
The Junior Monopoly Junior. That's actually
we've got
quite
that one.
good. And we've got Monopoly, the Cheaters Edition. You ever played the Cheaters Edition? That's I really like that one the best. Cheaters Edition is better than the actual normal Monopoly. We have a right good laugh playing to try and win the game.
I'll be right back.
It's fun. Anybody that's not played it, you've got to play the Cheaters. Okay, Uncle Daniel.
Yeah. We've got that.
Have you played it yet? The Cheaters one.
Yeah, we played that a while ago. I've just bought the Bendigo edition. So the town Bendigo near me have their own Monopoly.
Oh, that's good. That's interesting. Is your street on it? Has it got like popular streets and things?
Yeah, it's got all the different.
I wonder if they do a Scottish one.
I don't know if there's a Scottish one. I haven't looked for that. But I've got one that's worth quite a bit. It's actually an inflatable Monopoly. So you've got the normal Monopoly board on top, but it inflates up to like a coffee table.
Oh, but interesting. Well, that'd be quite good for the people that don't like to lose, because then they kind of put the board up in there. It's a poof. Oh, I was terrible when I was younger. My mum said that I used to turn the board upside down as well. And I said, well, Liam must take that from me because he's very bad.
No,
he wants to play these things for money as well. He wants to play for money sometimes, and you're like, oh no, the money comes out and that's everybody's falling out. Hi, Iron Farsass, how are you? But yeah, so Monopoly, we usually play Monopoly at night. So I don't know what we'll do this year. Probably we'll just play. I'll go live, probably. Wally will probably go to his bed. He usually has a couple of drinks, so he's usually drunk by the time we come. So he'll go to bed. Lee will probably go play with his friends online, and I'll go live.
Yeah.
Well, I'll miss you, Drew, because I'll be at work.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I might go live too.
But you get Christmas off.
Yeah. So I might do a couple. I got a couple investigations.
Have you got Christmas off, Brianna?
I get the public holidays off. Yeah.
Right.
So I've actually taken a bit of leave between Christmas and New Year this year. So I've got a little bit of time off.
Nice.
Yeah. Spend some time
good. That's good.
I was thinking about if the weather gets not too bad, I want to go to the Sacred Mountain where the powwows and everything are done and do investigation up there.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I'll go up there.
That'll be good. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take a few cinemas.
I'm a bit
cinemas of around town, different things, because Buttons wants to see the Old Bell and the Sleeping Giant and the Mountain and stuff. So I'm gonna take some cinemas, put them on the channel.
Yep.
I do Spirit Box while I'm there and see if I can pick anything up.
And when I come to Canada, I'm going.
Oh yeah, we're going lots of places.
When I come to Canada, I'm going to go over to the Sleeping Giant. Yeah, I want to see it. It's one of the things that we see on a lot of the postcards.
Yeah, we'll go to Sleeping Giant, and then we'll go Mount McKay. There should be a powwow going on, so I'll take you up to the powwow, and then we'll go to Old Fort William. That's the Pioneer Village, where all the Pioneer stuff is. We'll go take some cinemas over there, investigations over there. There's a few places that I can bring you to that. We'll do even some investigations around there, because I think they'd be really cool on your channel too. So we'll do that.
Darla.
Sounds good.
For sure. Definitely, it is a plan. It is a plan. Well, I don't know what I've all got. This year, I'm definitely going to get to a lot of the witchy places. I'm going to try and get to Pendle Hill. I've got plans to go down Nottingham in February or March. So I'm thinking if it's not too far away from Nottingham, if it's worth the while, just going an extra wee bit to get to Pendle Hill, then I'll just go to Pendle Hill as well. Spend a couple of days down there. Probably March or April, I think that'll happen. But
when I get there, we're
not about this year. I'm going to go to England, and I'm going to.
When I get there, we're gonna go to the Witch's Den and Banshee Hill. When I get, I've already Jack already said we could go to Witch's Den, and Banshee Hill I can get to anyway. So that's two places this year we'll go. Witch's Den. Back in the 1700s, there was
an iron.
A group of witches. But what they did was they had a cave that was under the ground.
Right.
And there's a tunnel. You got to go down the tunnel, get into the cave. And they used to do all of their stuff in there. And that's where they did all their spells, all that kind of. But if you go there, you have to bring some offering, and ask permission to come in, and you got to ask permission to go out. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad week because you're going to have a whole bunch of crap happen. So they don't let too many people go down there.
Right.
Yeah, they don't let lots of people go there. But we got permission. We can go there when I get there. So it's going to be a place that you're not going to see on YouTube. I think once it was on YouTube one time. But it's not a place that you're allowed to say where it is, but they found all kinds of human bones in there. They found
Canada iron.
Yeah, so it's like a little catacomb. It's a really cool place.
It's funny that though. I mean, I see a lot of places on YouTube that's the places, but that there's a lot of places that you're not allowed to investigate. Is that because of the indigenous people? They don't like their stuff to be shared? Is that probably why?
Yeah, a lot of it is. There's a lot of places. Unless you're a registered druid or a registered, shaman or something, there's a lot of places you're not allowed to go in because of the cultural stuff, right? And because most people don't know the proper ritual to go in and to go out, right? And they're afraid that it's going to cause a whole bunch of crap, stir up a lot of stuff if you disrespect, the ground, right? So there's a lot of places where people aren't allowed to go unless you've worked in the field and they know you. A lot of times you can't get in there, and it's not about how much you can pay. You can offer thousands of dollars to investigate a place, and they'll just tell you no. It's not about that. If you don't know, how you're supposed to act and stuff, no amount of money.
Because other places you've got to use the right wording.
Yeah, but
and you've got to take a gift and things to these places as well. A lot of people forget to take an off.
Yeah, well, in this one location, people brought home rocks.
It does iron fire, doesn't it?
People brought home stones and stuff like that, and then they've driven all the way back to put it back and ask forgiveness for taking the stone because of all the bad shit that happened for 3 or 4 months. Until they brought the stone back, they had nothing but bad luck, you know. So because of that.
That was like me with that place up at Douglas. I didn't have any peace until I took the stone back up. I think it's so easy, but to just lift something up and you don't think. When I did that up at what was that place called? Can't even remember. I did that up there, but I didn't do it because of the stone. I did it because something told me to take it, and then I took it, and then I had all these troubles, and then I ended up taking it back. But it was something definitely told me to take that stone, and I took it. Hassle.
The only way you could take a stone from a place like that is you got to ask permission first, but you have to replace it with something else before you leave. You can't take it and then come back. You know what I mean? Like you gotta ask permission, and you gotta leave something of equal value to them. You know. So, for instance,
that's probably what I forgot then.
To take from the Briar Witch place, right? If you take a stone from there, you're going to have a horrible ordeals, you know. But if you bring from your house a stone, you bring it there and say, okay, I will give you a stone from my house if I can have a stone from your house, right? Then they'll let you have the stone, and you won't have no trouble.
Right. Like swap. That's interesting.
Yeah, if you don't,
I need to remember these weeks.
You know, so
that sounds like a fascinating place, Danny.
Well, it's a very, very, very cool place. But even when you step on the ground before, it's a good 40-minute walk before you get to where the actual rituals and everything were. But as soon as you step on the property, you can feel it. Like it just goes right through you, and you know that there's a lot of energy in this place, you know. And different people have different reactions, you know. Like some people get a headache, some people get dizzy, and they don't even bother going. Like there's a lot of people get a really bad vibes and bad feelings, and they won't even go on the property. They say that's close enough, and they leave. Other people, you know, it's more of intrigue, and it's more of, oh gee, what's here, you know. Those people, they'll go further, but for a lot of people, it's just too overwhelming. They don't even go on the land, you know. You gotta remember the land.
Brother Louis here.
The land, even your own land, your own house is tainted by you, right? So if you've lived there for a while, your energy has been absorbed into the land, right? So even, hey, Brother Luke. So even if you've lived there for a while, your energy is now into the land. So if your energy is opposite to the next person's energy, they're not going to feel it on your land, right? They're going to say, oh, this house is creepy, or this, you know. Because energy does get this to the land, and it does taint the land. So.
We have a similarly intriguing place here called Hanging Rock. There was actually a movie made about it called Picnic at Hanging Rock, where school people disappeared. They just vanished and have never been seen again. And parts of it has actually been
I think I've seen that film disappeared.
Yeah, that place is not very far from here. And I actually didn't even think about investigating there. But
right, I think I've seen that.
There's a lot of places, a lot of parts of it that have been fenced off from the public because you just can't go there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's like these places.
Normal. How are you, Brother Louis? How are you, brother? Can you hear us, Louis? Louis, can you not hear us?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I don't know if Louis can hear us, guys.
I'm doing all right. How have you been?
I'm good, brother. Thank Thank you for coming up. It's nice.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I've been okay. Have you been okay?
You hear me?
I can hear you now. That's better. I can hear you now.
Oh, weird.
You look nice and Christmassy. It's okay. There is a lag. Yeah, there is a lag, brother. You look nice and Christmassy, Louis.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, no, I put a Christmas hat on. It's a bit on the off angle.
There you go.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, I see.
That's okay. You're getting in the spirit.
Yeah. How's everyone?
It's just a bit of a lag, brother, that's all. Mm-hmm.
And I'm very awkward, sorry. Oh, my God.
Everybody's okay. Everybody's okay, Louis. Uncle Danny, he's back. Everybody was worried about him. He's back now, so that's great. Yeah, we're doing okay. Just patiently waiting on Christmas Day. That's that.
I look like a slummy. I'm like all hairy everywhere.
You're as handsome, don't you lie. You're as handsome as ever. So what about the kiddies? Are they all set? Are they excited? Are the kids all excited for Christmas?
With the volume up in this thing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my beautiful.
Have you got any places round the book you want to tell us about?
Oh, yeah.
Brother Louis.
They're ready
for it. Any spooky places around you you'd like to tell us about?
Yeah, they're excited.
Good.
Yeah, we have to...
That's what it's all about, the kiddies, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, goodness. I remember we used to have Barbie houses.
Pretty much, there is places I'd like to go to, but I haven't got to them. I don't know why. I just... All right. I was like,
that is your mission, okay? Your mission for next year is
trying to get some stuff next year. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Sorry, it's like everything's kind of...
Yeah. I know, Lou, it's okay, brother. It's a bad reception. Yeah, it's a bad reception. It's making a lot of it delayed. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Stones that get
Sorry about that. I'm having like a...
It took Virgin Bay and someone reported. That's okay, brother Louis.
All right.
Of the town paper, RCMP saying it was 25,000 fine. Wow. No, I won't be picking any stones up in your area, Iron.
I'm not trying to jump
$5,000 fine. What are you saying, brother?
Lost him?
No, it's a bad lag. It's a bad reception, isn't it? I think it's together everywhere. Yeah. We've got a couple of witchy places around us, but I've never ever went to them. I want to go this year. I want to go and do the witches. See the witches were accused of being witches. I want to go up there to the different spots and see if the people that was accused of being witches will speak to me and see if they know that everybody's already gave them a pardon. I want to see if they're aware of that they have now been like vindicated, if you like.
That would be cool.
I'd like to see if I can contact any of them. I think there's a lot of places that people forget about that you can go to, especially up the. See, I don't know if you know where it is, but because you're not from Scotland, you'll not really know. Up the back of where Stirling and things, it's supposed to be haunted because these battles and things like different things like that. Well, a lot of the actual soldiers and things that was killed in that battle is from the little towns around about Stirling. And a lot of people say that you actually still see them walking up as if they're all going to battle. So I'd like to go there and see if I could sit and see it. But you'd need to go the anniversary of the day to see if you could see the blip in time, you know what I mean? See if you could maybe see the soldiers walking up. I'd love to do things like that. Just wee different things.
I'm having issues with the cat.
Yes, he's trying to help and not. See.
He wants to play with his Christmas hat. Oh. Look at the Christmas.
He's a main.
Does anybody else want to Christmas before we go, guys? We've only got 10 minutes. I'll just see if anybody else in chat wanted to come up before minutes left. We've only got 10 minutes. Everybody's want to come up and say Merry Christmas. Everybody will be drunk. Especially on a Saturday night. Well, a Friday night. Christmas Eve, Friday night. Everyone's usually having a little tipple.
What time is it there?
Quite right, Christine, quite right. What about you, Brianne? Do you have a tipple? It is 10 to 1 in the morning, so 12:50 a.m.
Oh, okay.
What time is it there?
11:50 a.m. 11:50 a.m. on Saturday morning.
So right. We're on Christmas Eve.
So yous are 12 hours in front then. That's good. So yous are actually into Christmas Eve now.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Brilliant. They'll be very excited. Yeah.
That's why I know when
yous are on the countdown.
Yeah, something like that. That's why I know when you say you're going to do something Christmas night, that's Monday morning for me. I'll be at work.
Right. Okay. 12 hours in front. That's handy to know.
Oops.
Oh, okay, Brother Louis. He's about to grab a different device. Louis, it's not your phone or anything. It's the reception. Everybody's getting cut off. I think Louis thinks it's his phone. It's not your phone, Brother Louis. It's just the reception because of the weather.
Yeah.
Poor Bluey. He thinks it's his fault. It's not your fault, brother. It is 10 to 5 where Meg is. I do believe Meg's in America.
Okay.
What part of America are you from, Meg?
I'm going to jump off of here, guys. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas, Danny.
It's nice to meet you.
Okay,
Take
Uncle
care.
Danny. I'll only do 10 minutes as well.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'll see you soon. Love you.
Love you
Bye
too.
for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Poor Louis. He thinks it's his phone. Love you too. He thinks it's his phone. It's not your phone, brother. It's just the reception. I'm going in 5 minutes anyway. Merry Christmas. I just wanted everybody to come and have somewhere to meet. So what are you doing tomorrow then for Christmas Eve? Well, today. Do you have any plans on Christmas Eve?
I have to wrap up all my
in
Christmas
Scotland,
presents.
there's always a football game on.
No, we don't have anything like that here.
There's always football on in Christmas. Celtic game.
I'm going to put up on my Twitter feed later on. This year I didn't do all the lights on my house, but I did last year and I've got a video of it. So I'm going to put that up on Twitter today. But yeah, we're just going to chill out, just relax. We generally do, everyone can open one present on Christmas Eve if they'd like.
Right.
So we'll probably do that. Just
Good.
have dinner, relax, enjoy watching Christmas movies and go to bed.
That's it. That's what I like, the Christmas movies.
I'm gaming with
I like
friends
to get
tonight.
Ooh,
oh, you're gaming tonight, are you, Brie?
Yeah.
Good, good. what we're going to do, Christmas Eve, the boys will get up early. They'll go to the football in Glasgow. Glasgow holds the Celtic game tomorrow. So they'll get up early, go to Glasgow for the football. I'll stay here and doter about doing little things and getting tidied up. And then we'll probably just watch Christmas movies tomorrow night. Much the same as you guys. Get in the spirit, isn't it?
It is.
Probably go live for an hour. I like to see all you guys. I like to see everybody and say hello and things.
Yeah,
Brother Lou, had to catch up with all the foot prep. What you saying,
if I'm not at work, I'll come on. But if I'm at work, I won't be able to come on.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love everybody coming up. It's good to just get together. And then after the new year, what we'll do as panels and things, and then you can come up and we'll talk about spirits and ghosties and witchcraft and anything you want.
Well, I've got 2 weeks off work from the 9th of January, so I'll have 2 weeks.
Have you got any plans to go out filming? You got out filming anywhere, Christine?
I haven't got any plans as yet. If I went out and did something without Brianna, she'd kill me. But there's 2 places that we want to go. One's in Ararat, which is it's called J Ward. So it's a jail as well as a lunatic asylum. So we were looking at going there at some point. But I want to do Beechworth Asylum is one of the most haunted places in Victoria. I want to go there and do an overnight investigation there. They do overnight tours. No.
What's your channel called?
I don't have a channel. On well, I do, but I don't post anything on my channel.
Oh, you need to start putting
I'm
things
weird.
up. We've never. There's no a lot of the only YouTuber I know in Australia that does it is Amy's Crypt. I don't know any other Australian teams.
Yeah, no, we just go, but we've done it for our own thing. We've never really done it for anything else. I've only really got into YouTube when I started seeing Dave Schrader and then Mike. And that's when I really started getting into YouTube. I've always just done my own investigations on my own for my own thing. Because, like I've said the other day, we have a nicely haunted house.
Yeah.
And everywhere I've lived since I was a child, has had some sort of spirit in it. And Brianna's had.
Well, we need to get you back and get you talking about all that. So you had any scary experiences that you want to share, Brianna? Do you want to share any of your experiences with us?
I can tell you one interesting one that happened in this house. Mum will know which one.
Yeah.
So we had someone who was imitating voices.
Yeah.
And at first, she was imitating her mum's voice. I found that entertaining. But then there was one night I was gaming with, and I said to him, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute. And I took my headset off and put it down. When I came back, he said, "Oh, I thought you said you were going to the bathroom." And I've gone, "Yeah, I've just come back." He's gone, "No, I've been talking to you the whole time and you've been responding." And then I heard a woman laughing down the hallway. Mike actually helped us work out what was going on there. So my sister had been given a huge piece of quartz that my uncle had found, was out detecting. He was out doing, he goes metal detecting, finds old coins and things. And we had a feeling it was attached to that in some way. But when I was talking to Mike about it, he mentioned it sounded like something he had been told about in the past that actually was like a mountain spirit that will try and imitate to lure you to wherever they are. And we later found out that piece of quartz actually came from a old miner's hut up in the mountains.
Right. Makes sense then, doesn't it?
If you go back through one of Mike's videos when he did the shadow people.
All right,
he actually was talking about our house in that where we have shades here as well.
Oh, I remember that. Is that your house he was talking about? Right.
Yeah, that's here. They're our nice ones that we still have, but we've had negativity here that have thrown things at Brianna, and we've had our fair share of negativity here. But this house was built on an old riverbed, so it has this whole area has a lot of quartz and a lot of mineral rocks that hold memories.
Right.
So yeah, but no,
I've
ever since I was 4 years old, I can always remember having spirits around me. I had my first massive experience was with, and I never knew what they were at the time, but it was a Indigenous American Indian. It was always every night down the end of my hallway. And I always saw it, and I never knew what it was until I saw a TV show with someone that was in that traditional dress. And the fact that I was so young, it terrified me. And that was when I started researching what paranormal, supernatural, and everything else was, so I could understand and get rid of that innate fear.
Right.
So, yeah.
So do you think you've got a gift then, Christine? You've got the ability to take it. I think you go inside if you wanted.
Just a little bit. I can also do other things that I don't generally talk about. But I have in the past astraled.
That's interesting.
Yeah. My sister was in another state. She was in Tasmania, and she had, for lack of a better word, a wraith in her house.
Right.
So the way she described it looked like the Grim Reaper. And he was terrorizing my then very young niece. And at that stage, I'd never done it before, and I didn't even try. Didn't know how to do it, but I was in her house within 5 minutes, trying to help her get rid of it. And my minister, I spoke to, who is Scottish, I spoke to the next week, and he actually got someone he knows to go into her house and get rid of what was there. But she only found out later on that her husband had done a seance with a homemade Ouija board, and she ended up copping the brunt of it. He conjured a negative energy.
So you've got to be so careful, haven't you, if you don't know what you're doing, to close those portals back down.
Yeah.
I get scared with people with getting Ouija boards and things, because they do look at it as really isn't a toy. It's crazy.
The way I describe it to people is that you're opening a door, but you don't control what comes through. And if you don't close that door properly, then you're leaving that doorway open. And that's how I look at it.
To me, definitely.
To me, the paranormal isn't always something to fear. I think a lot of fear comes from not understanding. There are definitely times when you should be afraid, but it's definitely something to respect.
For sure. See, I didn't really realise how much about it would have affected me. And I always was confident because of my witchcraft and things. I always thought, I'm protected. I've got my crystals. I've got my deities. I've got my ancestors behind me. And then the day that I went down to the kids, it was just out in the middle of nowhere, I got attacked with something. And then it wasn't through meditating. I got attacked again on Chris's live stream on a Saturday night. And then I meditated on it, that I figured out why I was attacked, who attacked me. And do you know something? It would be attacked the minute you know. Ground myself wherever I go, even if I am just walking through a park and I've not even got a spirit box or anything on me, because I'm well aware that spirits and things know what I am. They know that I'm a witch, and they know that I'm a paranormal investigator, and they don't know that to say, right, she's not got her equipment with her right now, don't annoy her. If spirits are around you and they know what you do, they'll take the chance to talk to you or interrupt you, no matter if you've got your grandkids with you, walking down a street, or a spirit box on you. You've got to be on guard 24/7, I think, once you start going down the road of being a paranormal investigator and things. You've got to be on your guard at all times.
Yeah. We, ever since we had the severe negative energy here, like that friend of Brianna's came here a few times and he got tormented every time he stayed here, so he doesn't come and stay here anymore. But we have now selenite up above the windows and the doors in the house so that negativity can't come through.
Yeah, because Australia's much like Canada that way. There's a lot of like spiritual spirits, if you know what I mean, like your indigenous people and things.
Very much.
I mean, there are a lot of these type of spirits around Jews, isn't there?
More, that's very much so, yes, but that is more in like the Northern Territory and Queensland is more that. But we still do have Indigenous around here as well, absolutely. And we do have the land spirits, absolutely. I think they are more spirits of the land here, but you still have that memory. We had a lot of death here through gold mining. This is a mining town. We have mines here. So all underneath this town are mines. People get killed in mines all the time. Bendigo still has a very active gold mine called the Deborah Mine, and they run tours down there. But like, I'm always very respectful of any entity. My father's here. I would hate it if somebody came here and was disrespectful to my father. I guess because I work in the life and the death industry, I treat the spirits exactly the same way as I would treat myself, my family, my friends. Just like when someone passes away and I'm doing aftercare, I still speak to that person. I still tell that person everything I am doing with them when I am washing them and I am redressing them. I still talk to them. They are still there. They are still in that room. Whether their spirit side has left, that person is still in that room. And I believe wholeheartedly that if you treat anyone, whether it be human or spiritual, with disrespect, you're going to get disrespect back.
Good night, Miss.
Remember,
good night.
Homes. Good night, guys. A lot of them are going to probably. Yeah, I think you've got to be well aware that you're actually walking into somebody's home, even if it's a field somewhere. I mean, that person's home could have been there 100 years ago, you know? So you've got to, no matter where you go, if you're trying to call out to spirits. To these spirits, even if it's a doorway, it's their home. You've got to respect it. You've just got to do it. I really do believe that. I think it's all the difference between getting communication and not getting communication. Spirits know your heart. They know if you're a good person. They know what your intent is before you even walk through their doorway. So you've got to be true to what you want and tell them, I want a story. I want to make communication with you. Because you can't lie to them. They know what you're there for anyway. You know, it's so silly.
Absolutely. Like, I went with Brianna on a tour we have a place in the city here called the Old Melbourne Jail. And it's 3 stories high. It is extremely haunted. It has a gallows still in there. And each level has different inmates, shall we say. So you had level 2 was the gallows, but it was predominantly male. And level 3, I didn't know at the time, had women and children.
Oh, wow.
Now, the only way to get up the levels is through an iron ladder. That's the only way you can get up each level. And as soon as I got to level 3, I had this sudden feeling of dread. It was like, I can't go up there. I couldn't go up there at all. It was like that overwhelming anxiety, dread. It was like whether it was someone telling me, no, don't go up there, or it was just, no, that's not a place I need to be. And it was when I found out later on that it was where the women and children were kept. And a lot of the women and children did die there too. But they still have death masks in the cells. They have TVs in there doing videos and films and showing you what happened in those cells. But they still have absolutely, and they still have the same gallows that was there to hang all the people in that area. And down the bottom level is the padded cells. So for all the insane or the people that are going to do harm, they've still got all of those same ones there, and there's still all the watermarks and the blood on the walls. That's all still there.
God. See, that's crazy. Why would they not want to I mean, think about it. These places are going to be haunted anyway. So why would they not want to clean all that up and try and keep it positive than keeping all that blood and things there? They potentially could keep the negativity in that place, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
When you have time, look up a place called Pentridge Jail. That was one that we had. It's in Pentridge. It's in Coburg, Victoria.
Pentridge.
They have still kept some of those buildings there, and the outside walls of that jail are still there.
What else there?
But they have turned... Yep, that's it. That's it.
Oh, wow.
They have turned that now into a residential estate.
Right.
And
that's crazy.
The graves,
do they not realise people are haunted?
And the graves that were there, they've just taken the headstones off. The actual graves have been built upon.
Oh, God. That's asking for trouble. It closed in 1997.
Yep.
So that's not even that old. 1997 that closed.
Yes, that was when it closed. So, and a lot of people were killed there as well. They still have one part of one building there. Yeah. And they still have part of a cemetery there that's fenced off.
Right.
But the outside wall of that jail is still there. Inside that jail, though, are families that have their houses built there.
Look at this. There's the old jail, and then there's the new flats. See the contrast to the old days to the new days? A big blocky flat. That's crazy, isn't it?
Would you like to live there?
The walk, though. I would love to live there. Yeah, I would live there. I don't think I would ever be in my house. I would always be down at the prison.
Yeah,
but there's loads of places around. That's why I'm surprised that there's not a lot of investigators in Australia that does YouTube, because we've got an amazing country to even start investigating.
There's a lovely woman that, like I've spoken to you before. She is a white witch. She's a friend of mine. She's actually the one that has started to teach me witchcraft. And she runs different classes, so she's teaching me a little bit here and there. She wants to investigate with us. She actually does have a YouTube website called Sacred Lotions and Potions. But I don't think she's put anything of her investigations up. She just does a lot of
purely TikTok.
No, I thought she does YouTube too.
TikTok.
She does. She is TikTok, but I'm pretty sure she does YouTube as well.
Okay.
What's her channel called?
Hers is Sacred Lotions and Potions.
Locations. Potions. That's a good name for a paranormal channel and a witchcraft channel, isn't it? Locations.
Yeah. So no, Sacred Lotions.
Instagram as well.
Not locations.
Oh, lotions,
Sacred
right.
Lotions. Lotions and Potions.
Right.
If you want, I'll send you her link if you want when we get off this.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll send you her link to Twitter.
Yeah, there's coming up the middle. Sacred Lotions and Potions.
Yeah.
There you go. Is that her?
Yep, that's Deb.
Was that something? There you go.
Deb's the blonde one with the dreadlocks.
Brilliant. I've got her on her website. I'll get a newsletter on her website then. That's great.
Yeah, she's a white witch. She's also a parapsychologist.
Oh. Well, she'll be interested to take out with you investigating then.
Yeah, she wants to come to J Ward as well. She hadn't heard of Beechworth Asylum, but she wants to come with us to J Ward.
Right. Bye for now then, Meg. I'll see you soon, Mrs.
Bye. See you later.
I think every team should have either, not necessarily a witch. I'm not saying every team should have a witch, but I think every paranormal investigator should have one person in the group that knows how to clear energies. They know things about like the sage and things to sage the areas. They know about the different lotions and things to put on yourself to protect yourself. I think every team should have maybe not a team member, but somebody that advises them every time they go out, because the amount of people that I see that go to YouTube and you can tell they don't use protection. And I've watched them for the past 5-6 years slowly get darker and darker and darker to the stage now that you can take attachments. You know?
Yeah, no, I've learned a lot of protection stuff very early because of how young I was when I started having paranormal experiences. So I always know how to cleanse and protect. And Brianna actually bought me a plant for my birthday that is classified as one of the sacred cleansing plants. It's called a dragon's blood.
Oh, wow. Brilliant. So your country's not hot enough to grow anything like that. That's amazing, getting your own dragon's blood plant. Well done.
Well, I did have one, but when I had it when in my previous house, because that was nicely haunted too, and Brianna and Cheyenne both had negative experiences there. But when I brought it here and planted it in the ground, it died. Because they don't like frost. Wow. So this one I'm keeping in a very large pot. So it will limit the size that it will get to. But it just means that I can protect it from the frost and the winter.
That's good to have your own plant. Brilliant.
But
2 seconds.
What
1 o'clock in the morning, she's barking. Bring her in. Good morning. Watch the Christmas tree, please. Thank you. 1 o'clock in the morning and she's barking.
Let me guess. You don't get sleep very often, do you, Drew?
No. You'd be lucky if I get 3 hours a night. I'm a capper. I fall asleep and I maybe fall asleep for a couple of hours. And then I wake up, go about my business, and then I'll maybe fall asleep again. I've no structure. I'm a little cat.
What Mum was just talking about, my sister and I having experiences in the old house. My sister and I experienced the Hat Man.
Ooh,
and we didn't actually know that we'd both experienced it until recently.
Right.
And again, Mike told you about it, didn't he, Brie?
Helped me kind of figure out, because I never knew what it was. And yeah, I told my sister that I was talking to someone about that experience, and she perfectly described what I saw to me without knowing. And yeah, looked up pictures and things online when he said it sounded like the Hat Man, and it was exactly what I'd seen that night. Well, numerous times, but one night in particular. Yeah.
What did you want to tell me about it? Do you want to talk about it? Do you not want to talk about it?
The main time that I had an experience with him was I woke up in the middle of the night and there was just this black figure next to me. He was quite tall, had the long coat, top hat, and he was actually crouched next to me with a black lighter and a black flame, and he was lowering it towards my bed.
Right.
And I turned on, I was quite young at the time, so the paranormal wasn't really a thing that I even knew existed at the time. I turned on the light beside my bed and there was nothing there. So I thought, okay, I'm half asleep, seeing things in the dark. Turned off the light and it was like I'd hit pause on a video. He was in the exact same spot, exact same position, and continued lowering the flame towards it. And so I turned on the light again, still nothing. And turned it off again. He was still there, and he turned to face me and smiled. And if you ever see that smile, you will never forget it. It's almost like a Cheshire cat smile, like that very large,
evil,
distorted grin. And my sister even described that to me. But yeah, when I saw that, I turned the light on and didn't turn it off again that night.
No, I wouldn't either. It was dark. I've met him 3 times, and each time I met him, it's been out in that park. Every time, the first time I was walking to the shop, and a dark shadow flew past me, and I looked around, I couldn't see nothing, and then I looked over to the park, which is just out there, and I looked at the swing, and he was sitting on the swing just swinging, but I couldn't see his face or anything. It was just a mass with a hat, and he was just sitting swinging. And then a couple of other times we were on a live stream, and I've seen him when I came off the live stream out in the park as well.
I know people describe seeing his eyes. I never saw his eyes, but you knew he was looking at you. It's a strange feeling. You know you're there. But he used to step
through your soul, don't you?
Always in our doorway.
Wow.
I still
see, that's crazy. That makes me scared for you. What does he want? What's the interest,
Since we moved house, neither my sister or I have seen him since we moved. But
so it's probably something in the location for your previous house that you're interested in then, isn't it?
Well, we were the first people to live in that house.
Yeah, that was a brand new house when we moved into that. So we were there for 18 years and no one else had lived there before us. But you never felt alone in that house. And it was a
what was the land though?
What was the land called?
What was the land before you built the house?
We didn't build it. It was we were just renting that house. There was 4 units that were on there, and the whole area, it was a place called Montmorency. The whole area was originally just farmland.
Right.
But these units were on there. It's a complete suburb now, but there was 4 units on there, and I drove past the other day, and a unit that people had only just moved into before we left, and we've been gone 9 years, that's up for sale again. So
that's weird,
and the unit that was attached to ours, I still keep in touch with her, and she's experienced things there as well. But you just, it wasn't always negative, but you never felt alone.
Right. There could be what you call them? What do you call the ley lines? There could be ley lines or something under there drawing in.
Possibly could be. Maybe, yeah, because you just never felt alone, no matter what. But I did find out that the house behind our units, a 4-year-old child did pass away of her father told me it was sudden infant death syndrome. But from what I've been told, at 4 years old, it's very rare for someone to die of that.
Yeah. Before that's a bit much,
Yeah, but she did die in that house, and that house was abandoned until we moved out and the owners sold it. They left the house. They never sold the house until it was probably about 7 years that house was just left there to grow over and abandoned. They never came back after she passed away. Yep, they put newspaper up on the windows and everything, so you couldn't see inside the house. And they sold the house not long before we moved from that location as well.
Wow. That's suspicious. There's definitely been something there then, isn't there, that's maybe keeping repeating itself, and they've decided, right, that's it. And just shut the place down. I don't know.
But it was definitely very...
weird.
For Brianna and Cheyenne with the Hat Man, it was very active. But for me, it was just, I always felt like someone was around me.
Right. You see, you've got protectors that the Hat Man knows not to go near. Because a lot of the time, if you remember, when you're spiritual, even though if you don't know you're spiritual, you don't know who your guides are. So the chances are it's probably been somebody that's around you that Hat Man cannot go near. You know?
Well, we've actually, in October, we have mystic fairs here, which is where I actually met Deb. And there was a person there that can actually see your guides. And he contacted me the other day. He's actually drawing both Brianna and my guides. So we had to give him all our details and give him permission to connect to us when he's going to do the drawing. And he's going to actually draw Brianna and my guides. Now, I already know one of Brianna's guides.
Which I haven't told him. So it'll be interesting to see if he picks that up.
One of Brianna's guides... Well, one of Brianna's guides is a white wolf.
Ooh,
I've always had a
same
white
with Dobby.
And
Dobby's the same. She's got a white wolf.
I'm interested too, because I'm wondering if that female Indian that I've seen from a very young age is actually one of my guides. So it'll be interesting to see what he draws for me. I mean, I was just so young, she terrified me. I would not sleep without a light on. I understand that, though. I wouldn't walk down the hallway without having the light on, because she was always just standing at the end of the hallway waiting for me.
Right. But see, maybe she's seen something there that you didn't know, and she's trying to kind of protect you from it, you know? She was maybe
I have no idea. But I actually, since I was a teenager when I left that house, and I haven't seen her since I left that house, so I don't know.
Right. So it could be
But I
something
don't know
that's
whether
there protecting the house then.
Yeah, but it's also, I may not see my guides anymore as an adult. It might be something that I don't see.
True.
I know I've always got them around me, but it might not be something I see anymore as an adult.
Yeah. You maybe don't need to see them anymore. As a kid, maybe you needed to see that. So as an adult, you maybe feel the need to show yourself now. You know she's there.
Oh, I'm sure at some point I may need them again.
Well, that's it. I hadn't told her again, and then she'll show up. It's interesting though, and it makes you wonder if maybe it's the same as yours then, Rhiannon. Be the same person.
Maybe I go.
Yeah, I just said I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that person. I've only ever seen the wolf.
Yeah.
Well, and the Hat Man.
The Hat Man.
I don't think he's my guide though.
No, don't think so. I hope not.
Still don't know what he wanted though. He never spoke to me.
I know, that's weird. Did your sister see them too then?
Yep.
Did she see them as well? Right. Wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
He would never speak. He would interact.
No speak. See, I've never spoke to him either. I don't know anybody that's ever spoke to him, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people that's seen him, but as for seeing his eyes and things, I've never ever seen his eyes, and I don't think I know anybody that's seen his face. No. That's crazy, isn't it?
Well, when I was looking up to see whether or not that was the same thing as what I'd seen, when Mike said that's what it sounded like, I just did a Google search of, what he looks like, and just to see, okay, is this the same thing that I saw?
Right.
And yeah, there were people's accounts, and they were saying, I believe they were saying he had red eyes, but I never saw his eyes.
No, see, I've never ever heard anybody that actually has seen him in the eyes. I don't know if it's maybe one of those things that you're meant to know. Look at his eyes. I don't think I would look him at straight square in the face anyway. If I ever came like that to him, I don't think I would have to look at him.
No,
I don't think she wants to see that smile again.
He smiled. I didn't even see a face.
Bet you didn't. I bet you just felt the grin, like a big Joker smile.
Saw the smile, but I knew him. The thing is though, like, distorted facial features have always been something that kind of wigs me out. So that, I think, is why the grin kind of creeps me out a little bit. So, like, I love watching horror movies, but when there's the distorted facial features, it's something that every time will just like send a shiver down my spine.
That shows you that he knows your fears, though, doesn't it? That makes it even more creepier.
Yeah. And whether or not that was what he wanted, it could be a matter of he feeds on fear.
Probably. It probably is, aye.
I know
because I didn't feel scared. I think if you showed fear, I do believe he would attack you. I think he's one of those entities that if you showed that you were scared of him, you would have a full experience, I think you've got to try and be as brave as you can when you see these type of entities, and just, for all it's hard, I know, but you've got to just kind of see it and move away from it, because I think if you did show fear, it would be one of those spiritual attacks.
Yeah.
Because he's that type of entity.
The thing was, for me, like, I just wanted to know what I saw that night. But it was also nice hearing, in a way, hearing that my sister had seen it too, for me to just sit there and go, so I'm not crazy.
Exactly. No, exactly.
But then
there's that many different things out there. You don't know if it's something that you're making up in your imagination. Because when I seen it the second time, I thought, am I seeing that, or is my brain just telling me? But it was definitely there because the swing was moving.
Brianna, I've just got a quick question. Can you hear that male voice?
I'm hearing,
I can hear something.
A really distorted sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it sounds almost like someone having an echo.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can actually hear another person actually having a conversation.
I can hear a whisper.
It's got really weird. Last time I spoke about the Hat Man too.
It always happens. We were on Paranormal one night talking about them. One by one, he attacked everybody and took them all down. There was only like 2 people left on the screen. One was going being sick, one was having heart palpitations, and 2 or 3 other ones had to go off. There was just too much energy. Oh wow, there's Brianna away.
And now it's stopped.
And now it's stopped. Hope she's okay.
My phone just died.
And now it's stopped.
And it's the voice is away as well.
Come here, Bri. Okay, so Brianna's phone has just completely died.
Wow.
Hi.
Hi.
My phone just completely went dead and turned off.
Evie can hear it as well. Evie's saying she can hear a male voice.
That was really weird. I've never had that happen before.
Is there
Did anyone make out what it was saying?
Can anyone in chat actually make out what was being said? Because we couldn't hear what was actually being said.
If there's anybody here, do you want to try and talk through the mic so we know you're here? Do you want to make a noise in the room so I know you're here?
Unless it's in my room.
Yeah, it could be. It was just with Evie saying she could hear a female voice.
Yeah, no, it was quite prevalent here.
I can't hear it anymore. I could hear it when Brianna was on her phone, but I can't hear it now.
No,
which my phone was in my room.
Oh, there you go.
I'll let you know if anything happens.
I was just going to go into a couple of minutes now. I feel bad at leaving you. Are you going to be okay?
Oh yeah, no, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine. We know how to protect ourselves.
We're good. We've dealt with. We've always got people walking up and down the hallway. We've always got people talking to us. It's nothing new here.
I didn't think these were novices. I didn't think that anyway. It's
definitely nothing new here.
It could even just be someone wanting me not to talk about it.
Maybe. That's
all right. We'll work out who it is.
See, when we were in the coven meeting last night, Evie was sitting in the coven meeting and there was things going past her camera. You could see the black masses going past and past. And we're like, Evie, just speak to it and tell them, look, I see you. I know you're there. Just settle down. And the minute she said that, this black shadows all stopped and she felt better.
Yeah, I need you to actually do a coven meeting when I can join in.
Yeah, come with us, Chris. You can definitely.
Well, does it work?
Yeah, next one for sure. Next one will work it round your schedule so you can come in.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll definitely do that.
But you've been on here for 2 hours. You really need to actually get some sleep. But you wanted to do the tribute to Mike too.
Yeah, I want to try and do the tribute to Mike. Can I get this to play? What I'm going to do is I'm going to reshare it on my community wall because I feel it's important that none of us forget Mike. Because to be honest with you, Mike would have been here tonight if he was still here. I know for a fact he would be here.
Absolutely.
So in order for us not to miss Mike and feel him being left out, I want to make sure that we take Mike into 2023 with us. So every stream I do from now up until New Year, Mike's videos will either be played in the live stream, or I will always share something after it if I can't play it. Because I do feel as if Mike's information is shared is important, you know.
Well, as you've heard here today, Mike has been quite an influence with us and helped us quite a lot with things that we've gone through that we haven't understood because we haven't dealt with certain things. But with all his experiences, he's helped us deal with a lot of negativity here.
Right. I've got a lot of time for Mike. Chris actually found a video today that he did do. I think it's called Dreams. Mike had put up on his YouTube channel. It must have been a couple of days before he passed. I just watched it tonight. I hadn't seen it. So it just reassures us all the more that Mike is going to be around us, guys. I can probably think he'll be here just now. You know? It's maybe even who we heard. Who knows? But let me one more time, and I'll try and share his video, right? This is the one where he's on the tractor, and I'll play a couple of minutes of it, just so we can try and remember. Let me bring him in.
Beautiful.
If I will just put it in the community chat.
Yep, and you have a Merry Christmas, Drew.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Well, you too, guys.
All right, and thank you guys for tuning
Christmas,
in.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, Drew.
No time.
Bye.
See you.
No, Merry Christmas. I'll work on this stupid computer. Which quickly try. Right. Come on. I'll get into the history and see if I can get it up. There he's not. I was going to say there he's there, but that's my live stream. Right. Where are you? Our Mike. Gone, but definitely not forgotten. We'll play 5 minutes of Mike's video if it plays, guys, okay? Well, fuck it, I'm riding the tractor. I'll come off of this. What I'll do is I'll put it in the chat, okay? Bye for now, Christine and Brianna. Thank you for coming up with me. It's not going to play, guys. What I'm going to do is, it is an hour-long live stream that he did on his tractor. So what I'll do is I'll put the link to it in my community tab once I go off this live stream. In fact, I'll do it just now. And give it a watch, guys, because it's Mike being funny. It's Mike being defiant to his family as well, because they didn't want him to go out. So he kind of steals the tractor and goes a wee joyride around his property. He grew up in a haunted mansion. Turned into an apartment, and I grew up in the neighbourhood that was built on top of an old cemetery. Oh, wow. Right, wait, I'll try and find Mike's, and I'll put it in the chat, guys, and then I'll put it on the community wall. And we'll take Mike everywhere we go with us. We're going into 2023, and Mike's coming with us. He's not getting left in 2022. Right, let me find you, buddy. Where are you? There you are. Right, I'm going to grab the link, copy link, and I'll put it in the chat. Also, as well, guys, remember and keep sharing his link out. It's important to get the information out there that Mike was trying to get out, because he does know a lot of the entities and things. Well, he knows their history and things. So it's important for us as paranormal investigators and as just people living in these areas to know what kind of things that you will come across in the woods, maybe in haunted buildings. So it's important information. It's not just him telling ghost stories and things. He tries to explain to you what all these different entities are. And take notes. Most of these videos I've took notes in, and I've wrote down a couple of things, just keywords, so that if I ever came across these things, I can maybe look it up in the book and say, right, well, Mike said that this, that, and this. It could be this. Things like that, guys. That's what he wanted everybody to do. He wanted people to know what type of things you could come across when you're out there paranormal investigating and things. So I'll go for now, everybody. That is Mike's in the chat. That is his video in the chat that I was going to play. Merry Christmas, Brother Louis. So if you would do me a favour, guys, and go and watch Mike's video. It's about an hour long. Watch it and celebrate knowing Mike, celebrate him being with us all those times in the live streams. I'll rerun his interview as well. I'll do that maybe New Year's Day. But just don't forget Mike, guys. Make sure that he comes with you into 2023, okay? And also on Christmas Day, don't forget him. Remember, we'll raise a wee glass for him. As he always said, it was a story for another time. So even if you do that as a wee raise at your glass to Mike. Oh, because it was a story for another day, wasn't it? I'll do it just now. That's a story for another day, Mike. Blessings to you, buddy. And I'm glad you're out of pain. Right, everybody, before the tears start, I'm going to go, guys, okay? Right, okay, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow night. What day is tomorrow? Wait, no, tomorrow's Saturday, Christmas Eve. I might be going live tomorrow night for a wee while, guys, if we're not in the middle of building a multi-gym. If not, it'll be Christmas night. I'll go live just to say Merry Christmas to you, to see how your day and things is went. So, thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure talking to you all. And as always, I'm surprised anybody turns up. Bye for now, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a good Christmas if I don't see you before then. Blessed be.